time to tune in. Now the another Sports Center, it's a movement.
All right. Now, next topic of discussion we're going to talk about. Now, again, this is another if, you know what I mean? Now, we're going to take it over to Cleveland. Now, Cleveland is one of the most electric teams in the National Football League. They're a legitimate Super Bowl contender, legitimate. They have some pieces to fill, but they're looking very dangerous. That being said, Baker Mayfield has done a pretty dang good job based off of last year's numbers. Now, obviously, the last 30 years, it's been bad, man. It's been really bad for Cleveland. So that brings me to my question. I want to open up the floor here. If Baker Mayfield retired today, he said, I'm done. I want to go play cricket in Arkansas. I don't know. He just retired today. Would they build a statue of him?
Go ahead. I'm going to say no. Absolutely. I think he has to do a little bit more than just take them to the playoffs. Yeah, to get a statue. Cleveland has been trashed for so long, you know what I'm saying? It just and I get that. And I mean, plus it's Cleveland. If you've been to Cleveland, sucks there. But no. Short answer, no.
Well, cool. Yeah. Normally I'd agree with you, man. But I'm a disagree on this one. I think they would build a statue of him. And here's why. One, if you go a little bit out the way over to Philly, they built a statue for a man that, granted, I know they won the Super Bowl. He didn't win the Super Bowl, but they essentially built a statue for a man that played 4 games. Okay,
or playoff games.
4 playoff games. It's 4 games. Okay. Also, it's Cleveland. They haven't had a whole lot to get excited about in terms of NFL football. And you saw the city almost burn to the ground when Baker Mayfield got them to some kind of respectability and all those beer fridges around the city opened up. So, I mean, at this point, I think they're just desperate for anything. They got some success last year. You know, if Baker Mayfield, I say if he takes them back to the playoffs, maybe even AFC championships this year, and he says, I'm going to go ahead and retire while I'm at the height of my power, I think you can expect to see Baker Mayfield's statue sitting outside, you know, the Cleveland Brown, the Dog Pound Stadium. It's going to be a short statue, but it'll be there.
I was going to say like a bobblehead night at least.
How big is the statue that will determine my answer?
Go ahead, Hollow Point. What are you saying?
Oh, if we're talking like in front of the stadium, big monument style, hell no, he didn't do anything. I know Cleveland's like bar for success is so low at this point, especially for the football team, that they will just take anything. And I think Mayfield had his second. This is his first year. Now, granted, he's had several different coaches, several different offensive coordinators. You know, the list goes on and on. But this is his first. Last year was his first year where he didn't suck. Right. So it's like he took them to the playoffs. He beat Pittsburgh, and that's awesome. Statue, let's see. Give me 2 more years of this. Maybe get me to the AFC Championship game. Then we could talk. Then it'd be more of an argument.
Right now, so then, bobblehead night.
Bobblehead night. Okay, fine. Bobblehead night. I know Cleveland fans gonna hate me in the comments, but that's okay.
Sure. Bobblehead night.
Yeah, I'm a cross between Adrian and Hollow Point, man. Part of me wants to say if he retired right now, they're like, man, he's the best quarterback we've probably ever had.
And what exactly?
But compared to who, though?
If he has another big season like he had last year and then retired, he's like, this is my last season in the NFL. I'm retiring at, I don't know his age is 26. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you know, it's time. Let's build a statue for this man. He's the best.
Well, and not to interject, but it's so unfortunate because Tom Brady has now raised the bar on retirement. Like if you retire anywhere below 50, you're considered like a chump. You're like, well, Tom Brady's still, you know, he's still going at it. He's like 75 years old. So why can't you still play?
I don't know, man. I think you look at Brady, you just got to throw that out the window because never in your wildest dreams are you ever going to be able to get anywhere close to that man.
No.
I don't even think my grandkids are going to see something like that in their lifetime. So he's a unicorn as far as I'm concerned.
It's the Illuminati. I heard he's friends with Jay-Z.
Okay, well, tell him to put me on because I'm looking for some more success.
Hey, you know, True to Total Sports Podcast can use an endorsement. We really appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Time to tune in. Now another sports center. It's a movement.